In a world full of noise where everyone wants to be heard, there lived a boy who chose silence. People called him weak, some called him useless, others thought he was simply broken. But one day, that silent boy did something so powerful that even the king of the land stood up in respect. This is not just a story. This is a lesson that could change how you see the world. Chapter 1. The boy no one understood. In a small village surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers lived a boy named Kabir. The village was lively. Every morning, people shouted greetings, children laughed loudly, farmers argued over crops, and merchants spoke endlessly in the market. Noise was everywhere, but Kabir was different. He rarely spoke. Not because he couldn't, but because he chose not to. From a young age, Kabir noticed something strange. Whenever people spoke too much, they made mistakes. They argued. They hurt each other. They lied. They misunderstood. Kabir began to believe words are powerful, but dangerous. So he decided to speak less, much less. Chapter 2. Labeled as weak. As Kabir grew older, his silence became a problem for others. Children in the village mocked him. "Hey Kabir, did you lose your voice? Or are you just too stupid to talk?" Some even threw small stones at him. Kabir never reacted. He simply looked at them and walked away. Even his parents were worried. His mother would sit beside him at night and say, "Kabir, beta, say something, anything." His father often sighed, "How will you survive like this? The world belongs to those who speak." But Kabir remained silent, not out of fear, but out of understanding. Chapter 3. The silent observer. While others talked, Kabir observed that he noticed everything. The way the wind moved through crops, the way people lied when they were nervous, the way anger made people blind. He learned without asking, he understood without speaking, and slowly his mind became sharper than anyone else in the village. But no one knew, because in a world that only listens to loud voices, silence is invisible. Chapter 4. The king's announcement. One bright morning, a loud drum echoed through the village. Shum, dhum, dhum. A royal messenger arrived. Villagers gathered quickly. The messenger shouted, "Hear this, hear this. The king announces a grand competition. The wisest person in the kingdom will be rewarded with gold, respect, and a place in the royal court." Excitement spread like fire. "This is my chance. I will win. I am the smartest." Kabir stood quietly in the back, listening, thinking. Then something unexpected happened. Kabir stepped forward and raised his hand. The entire village went silent, then burst into laughter. Chapter 5. The mockery. You, Kabir, the boy who doesn't speak? This is a speaking competition. Even the messenger smirked. "Boy, do you even know what this competition is?" Kabir didn't reply. He simply nodded. His father felt embarrassed. His mother felt afraid. But Kabir felt something else: determination. Chapter 6. The journey begins. The palace was far away. 3 days of walking. Kabir packed a small bag. Before leaving, his mother held his hand tightly. "Please, come back safe." Kabir gently nodded, still silent. As he walked alone through forests, hills, and rivers, he didn't think about winning. He thought about truth. What is real wisdom? That question stayed in his mind. Chapter 7. The Grand Palace. After 3 days, Kabir reached the capital. The palace was massive. Golden gates, tall towers, guards everywhere. Hundreds of participants had arrived, all confident, all loud, all ready to prove themselves. Kabir stood quietly among them, invisible again. Chapter 8. The competition begins. The king entered the hall. Everyone bowed. The king spoke. "Wisdom is not about knowledge alone. It is about understanding. Today, you will prove your wisdom." Round 1. The debate. Participants were asked to debate topics. Voices grew louder. Arguments became intense. Everyone tried to overpower others with words. Kabir stayed silent, watching. Surprisingly, many participants got eliminated. Not because they were wrong, but because they were too aggressive. Round 2. The challenge. The next task: solve this problem without speaking. A complex puzzle was placed before them. This time, Kabir had the advantage. While others struggled, Kabir calmly observed. Within minutes, he solved it. People were shocked. Wait, he can think? Final round. The ultimate test now, only 3 participants remained. Kabir was one of them. The king stood up. The hall became silent. Final task, the king said, "Show me wisdom in its purest form." First participant spoke for 10 minutes. Second spoke for 15 minutes. Beautiful words, strong arguments. Then came Kabir's turn. The entire hall watched. Chapter 9. The silence that shocked everyone. Kabir walked to the center. He said nothing. Not a single word. People started whispering. Is he scared? Does he not know what to say? Then, Kabir did something unexpected. He placed a mirror in front of the king. The king looked at his reflection, confused. Kabir then wrote on a small board, "The one who understands himself understands everything." Silence, deep, powerful silence. Chapter 10. The victory. The king slowly stood up. For the first time, he smiled deeply. This is true wisdom. Words can confuse, but truth is simple. The king raised his hand. Kabir is the winner. The hall exploded. Shock. Res.